The takeaway is supported by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Star Foundation, and the John S. and James Knight Foundation, advancing journalistic excellence in the digital age. More information about the Foundation's digital initiatives at knightfoundation.org.
Ecuador is in chaos this morning. The president is calling it a nationwide uprising. It certainly looks like an attempted coup there, an attempt to overthrow the government by the police. Angered over the possibility that benefits could be cut for public servants in Ecuador, the country's police officers staged a mutiny of sorts. They took the president, Rafael Correa, hostage. He was holed up inside a hospital until 500 soldiers came and rescued him. Joining us now to let us know what's going on in Ecuador, Tomas Chaparro, journalist and TV director in Quito. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning for everyone.
Can you describe to us the kind of night that you have had there in Quito?
Well, it was, of course, a very surprisingly crazy night. Nobody expected what happened yesterday. It was a violent rescue from the president. There was a crossfire, a very long crossfire outside the hospital where he was held. And there's one there. Everyone here is really shocked about the intensity of the events that happened yesterday.
Well, we got this report from a reporter outside the hospital in Quito, and this is how she described it.
There are shots. There are many shots. There are steps at the corner. We can hear the shots. They're very near. They're about 150 meters from the hospital. Many citizens are coming to where we are.
So let me try and understand what's happening. Inside the hospital, the President Rafael Correa was holed up inside, being held hostage by a large number of police officers. Then there were also soldiers coming to the scene. And then there were a number of citizen protesters gathered around the hospital as well, calling for them to release the president. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's right. That's exactly what happened.
And I want to play this one more, another cut from a supporter who was gathered outside the hospital.
I feel hysterical because we came to protect the president.
Can you tell me what the reaction is of the people of Ecuador? Who are they blaming for this incident?
Well, of course they blame the policemen, these rebel policemen that started everything, but because the same government has been saying that this is a coup attempt. The government has been responsible, probable responsible for this, and of course it's the government's version. Right now, I believe the people is not only thinking that it was just a group of policemen, that it was something bigger. And I don't try to say that's true, but what really happened is that even a simple strike, the events get so big and intense that right now all of us were questioning what is really happening and what is going to happen.
Well, maybe you can answer that question for us. We have had other coups in Ecuador. How does this compare with, say, the 3 other coups we've had in recent years?
Well, yesterday was something different. The last decade we have been 3 or 4 coups. Presidents have been thrown out in these coups. But you can feel that the crisis were coming, that people were going to the streets and claim for things. But nobody expected this. Yesterday, I mean, the day before yesterday, life was normal here in Quito. Of course, complaining about something about the government, but Korea has a huge popularity among all the country. So, as I was saying, the events yesterday at morning, nobody expected that it was going to happen. And I could say that no one could bet that there's going to be any violence or something like what happened yesterday at night.
Well, Tomas Chaparro, who is a journalist and TV director for Ecovisa News, the TV station in Quito, Ecuador, is on the line live with us from Quito. Tomas, let's put in context the potential rivalry that may exist between the police force, which was ostensibly protesting a benefit cut, and the army. Are the police and the army associated with different political factions traditionally in Ecuador?
No, not at all. And the army as well, they have been affected by these cuts too. You have to make a difference here. the policemen that were protesting, they are part of the troops. They are not part of the commanders. So even some army people yesterday, they protested as well. There were people from the Air Force to the Air Force Wing. But it seems like because there are so different nations, the Army maybe have a tradition of obeying more than the police, at least here in Ecuador. It seems that the Army, they understood that what was happening yesterday, it was not very good for the security of the country. So I don't believe there's a rivalry between them right now.
But it does call into question. It does call into question how they will work together, or if they will in the future. I wanted to play you another comment from another protester who was outside the hospital yesterday.